have now entered the space of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed last for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Yo, what's up? Happy Friday.
Pleasant surprise. What's up, Binky? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, it's a pleasure to see you tonight because I'm normally looking at them two homies. It'd be a straight up sausage fest on this mug. But it's you know, I'm glad to see you tonight. See, we wouldn't even have had a show if you wasn't available for us. So thank you. She had to come from her cushy office. You know what I'm saying? Come work on the floor with the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do what we did last time. So y'all say hi to Binky and let's have a good show.
What's up, fam? What's up, fam? Yes. Looking forward to a good show. You know I'm here to help and step in when you guys need me. So
see, that's how love. 3G's do it, y'all. Shout out to the G's in the chat. Yeah, she I told y'all, man, she the motor, you know, in that old Corsica. You know what I'm saying? She keeping that motherfucker rolling. That 95 Corsica is still rolling because of her. And I'm talking about the channel. That's the channel. The channel is an old ass Corsica. You did?
Yeah, I couldn't do much with it this week, but you know, I didn't do much this week because of work and stuff. I've been traveling for work, but
how was that? How was your travels?
It was good. It's not that far because it's drivable distance. It's just being away from home and having to lug my computer around, my mic, everything. I have everything, but I actually ended up having to work in my hotel room on my actual day job. So I couldn't get to 3Gs and AP for life this week.
If you would have left some of your toys at home, you would have had room for your laptop.
My toys did not. Well, okay, that was about to be a lie. I didn't bring them with me this time. I just said
that motherfucker hit the table like damn, what the fuck was that?
Listen, the last time
I call him Masan.
You stupid. The last time I went somewhere, that happened to me. Well, in the airport, like when I got my bag off the
they pulled your tallywhacker out your bag.
They didn't pull it out, but when I got it off the baggage claim, my bag was vibrating, and I knew what that was. It probably just hit, while it was moving around and turned on. So.
And your ass was concerned about the battery, not the fucking fact that it's on. You're like, God damn.
How long has this been on?
That lithium ion, what they call them motherfucking lithium ion?
Yeah.
Anyways, she got a goddamn scooter battery in her bag.
Anyway, well, how was your week, though?
It was regular, I do the same shit. Mostly day in and day out, and that's a good thing. I mean, if I don't break protocol, that means things is going well, That means ain't nothing bad happening. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
So you know what? This is how we're gonna do the show, y'all. We're gonna do the show similar to we did the last time me and Binky was on together. She is first of all a good researcher. She scours the internet for things to talk about. She normally is the one throwing us topics throughout the week anyway. So we're going to let her do that tonight where she going to, you know, throw them bitches up. I'm going to dunk them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to, you know, give y'all something to listen to while y'all out on the road and wherever y'all like to consume the show. So, and y'all don't forget we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. What else?
Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts. Are we on Apple?
Yes, we're on Apple, Spotify, Google, pretty much all of like where you can find podcasts. You can find the 3Gs podcast. Yes, thank you for saying that because you haven't said that in a while, and you know,
she's the one doing the work to get them up there, edited and all that. So I apologize. So y'all can at least do us a favor by following us on those platforms. If you watching other things over there, make sure you rate the show. Do all the little shit that makes channels grow. You dig?
Yes, thank you, AP. I appreciate that.
So let me think. Do I got some small talk before we get started?
You don't have no barbershop stories this week?
Not really, man. My barber, he got a one-track mind, so that niggas talk about the same shit every goddamn week. I be trying to throw shit like little shit up to him and shit. He just go right back to the shit we was talking about. Like fuck, man.
You like what he like, I guess.
I guess so. Shit. Shout out to him though. He got a big ass TV right in front of the chair, so like you know, basically it'd be on Tubi or BET. Not the, you know, the man BET. You know
not the, okay, like not actual channel BET?
Well, I can't even say that ain't even BET. What channel do all
BET
the
Plus?
On? No, what channel do all the reality shows and shit come on? Like the hip hop, Love and Hip Hop and shit. Like
those come on like VH1 and MTV.
Okay, that's probably what it be on. Because I mean, now that I think about it, ain't shit on BET that a man should probably want to watch.
You don't want to watch Baby Boy? You don't want to watch Baby Boy for the 50th time?
Hell no, I don't relate. I ain't never relate. Yeah, I don't need to watch Baby Boy, and I don't relate.
I got some friends like that.
That what? That act just like Baby Boy? Mm-hmm. We all know people like that. Yeah. But see, that's the point. I don't relate. You feel me?
Yeah. But you don't have to relate to enjoy the story, right? I mean, you aren't a crackhead, but you enjoyed Snowfall, right?
Well, look, no, it's by crackhead, do you mean, past, present, or future? Looking at
well, technically, he was a drug dealer most of the show, so maybe you did relate.
I relate on a couple aspects when it comes to that, from growing up with drug addicts, serving drug addicts, being around the game in general, wearing members only jackets, a few things in that show that I could relate to. You know what I'm saying? Yelling for no reason and shit to make the scene seem deeper and better and shit. That was dude's style. Like he was a good ass actor. Can we stop fronting like dude was a good ass actor?
He did.
Man, he was all right. He was all right. We overselling that shit.
Okay, what makes him just all right and not really good? I mean, because even you said his last scene, the acting was really good, even though the last scene
was really good. But throughout the show, it'd be moments where it wasn't always that convincing. I'm just gonna say it like that. Throughout the show, every once in a while, he get to screaming on somebody, and I'm like, all right. You know, all right. But this would probably happen, right? It probably worked one good time. Like that little scream move worked one good time. So they start overusing the motherfucker. Maybe that's what my problem was. Like they was more overused. Maybe it's a production problem and not an actor problem.
Yeah, you be getting like, on him like heavy.
You know what? And I shouldn't. You right, because I've seen him in some other things that I feel like he did good in. So you right. I'm gonna get off a dog.
Don't be like that.
Because he did his shit. You know what I'm saying? So all right, enough of that. Yeah, I ain't got no small talk, man. I'm gonna save it because it's just gonna be me bitching about something, you know, and I should be more, you know, I should reserve my problems sometime and stop laying them heavy on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? The 3Gs don't want to hear that. Don't nobody in the chat want to worry about what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know that though? Because Listen, a lot of the fellas, y'all are around the same age. Most of you guys are within about 8 years of each other, up or down, and they may have similar concerns or issues going on, and they might, want to
All right,
hear
well, let's try it out.
it. Okay.
I, for one, am really hurt and saddened by the fact that buffets are kind of going away.
What?
Since the vid, it's hard to find a buffet anywhere or a half decent one, for that matter.
Okay.
This is a big problem for me.
Why is this? Why is this a problem?
Listen, man, it was something about going to an establishment, getting your plate and your silverware, and then walking around to these little islands full of just goodies every fucking where. You know what I'm saying? You could pick and choose. You could grab some chicken over here. You could try this over here. And then you could say, you know what? I don't want none of this shit. You could waste all that food on your plate and go start the fuck over at any time you want to. That shit is gone forever. Don't y'all realize that?
But why do you say it's gone forever? Is it just certain buffets that have left, or is the experience different now because of that?
Okay, first of all, the only buffet I know of and aware of that's kind of like national that you can find places is Golden Corral. I don't know if everybody got it.
We have it.
But Golden Corral, niggas don't fuck with anyway. Any half decent human being ain't going to motherfucking Golden Corral. Unless you a truck driver and you just on the road and you hungry as fuck, or you got them fat church uncles and aunties or mamas. Like whatever it was, I don't know what to get your ass to fucking Golden Corral. That's my point. But let's just say, other than that, other than maybe a very small handful of casinos that I know that still have buffets, but they food quality went down. So I'm like, damn, man. I don't get it, man. Like,
you're such a skinny fat boy. It's like you a young old man and you a skinny fat boy. Like you are just, people would never realize that.
That's a good point. Like I have old man conversation, but I'm not as old as I talk.
No.
Not
nearly.
I got old tastes and things of that nature. And then I ain't out of shape. I work out and I still, want to eat. That's all I really want to do is eat, eat and drink. So look, what do y'all think though? You said nobody give a fuck, and it looked like don't nobody care. I ain't seen one motherfucker. It ain't but 3 motherfuckers saying hi tonight. That's one thing. And then on top of that,
I better say hi in the chat.
And then Joe said Golden Corral suck ass.
When it was over there.
See, there you go. So put it like this. I am concerned because one of my greatest joys in life, like I said, was every blue moon hitting up a motherfucking buffet. It's one in the Cosmopolitan in Vegas. I love that motherfucker called the Wicked Spoon.
Okay.
I believe that's the name of it. Pretty sure that's it. That motherfucker right there was like gourmet motherfucking food on every goddamn, every island you went to, it was a different type of food. Yeah. So you go to this one, it's Asian inspired. You go to this one, it's, steak and meats. You go to this one, like it was like different type of shit. And then everything was gourmet though. Everything. You can't even really eat that good.
So they had like steaks and lobster tails
real
and that kind of
shit
stuff
though, like
that.
real. You sitting there watching them make your steak, and you go back and you get some motherfucking bone marrow. You get some motherfucking ostrich elbow, like just exotic shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Good food everywhere, man. Where the fuck I'm supposed to go to get that now? Niggas gotta have potlucks and shit. You gotta call about 30 motherfuckers up, like bring something. Tell me what you bringing so we can put it on the paper. So niggas don't double bring shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it.
But I don't trust potlucks ill. I used to, and then I got a little older and I just realized like not everybody's clean, and sanitary in their home. Some of them probably let the cat lick the spoon, especially if I know they got cats and dogs. No.
You know what's crazy? That's a great concern that you have, and I understand that. But we don't worry about who's in that kitchen of that fine restaurant that we paying top dollar for. It
Don't
be
put
some
that in my
Mexicans in that
mind.
motherfucker, be spitting in they rag, that same rag they done wipe some shit down with in 20 minutes. Listen, it be some shit going on in the motherfucking kitchens.
Stop.
Niggas they be running out of silverware. They just spray that shit down with the hose. Like, fuck it. No, it's some shit going on in them kitchens. Man,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So, but that don't make it better. That don't make it better. I'm saying I almost trust a potluck almost more than what's going on in kitchens of certain establishments. But don't get me wrong. The better the restaurants, you understand that there's probably a real chef back there. But now that I watch all them fucking chef shows, them niggas be tasting shit with their hands. They be sweating like a motherfucker right over the pot. Man, shit. Give me a motherfucking essay with some gloves before you give me a big fat Italian nigga standing over the pot. You know what I'm saying? Sweating into that bitch.
Okay. Good point.
Old Country Buffet. That shit over, bro. That shit hurt my feelings. That shit hurt my fucking feelings, man. It's a restaurant I went to last week that's right by the old Country Buffet. And I just looked at the motherfucking corner of the plaza where it once sat. And I just got hurt. Like,
you reminisced? Man,
I'll never be able to do it again, man. Y'all don't get it. That shit, man, that food, it had the same shit for 30 fucking years. It had the same menu for 30 years, nigga, and I would go smash. You get high, nigga, that's another thing. A buffet on weed? Like, there ain't nothing fucking better. That's like pussy on liquor, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
I don't pop pills and shit. I hear that's pretty exciting, but pussy and liquor and weed and food. Them motherfuckers go together like peas and carrots. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lied. You ain't never lied.
God damn it. So anyways.
Sex.
Shout out to Brim Dog. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
Hey,
good to see some people trickling in tonight. It must be a game on. It must be hot as fuck where y'all at. It must be Mother's Day. Mothers has got y'all out in the club because ain't no real grandmas no more. Ain't no real old women no more. All these old bitches trying to club for Mother's Day. Like, bitch, you a mama. Why the fuck is you in the club? Where the fuck is your kids at?
They looking for
killing
a
people,
daddy.
Killing people and stealing cars.
That too. They want to do hood rat shit with their friends.
Shut up. Hood, I just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends, man. That's the realest shit. Okay, so look, Binky, you gonna run through topics. I'm gonna talk my shit.
Yes.
Oh, the Warrior game is on.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
Nigga,
well,
I want to. Hey, thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. Nah, damn, dog. Fuck. What game was on when I was just up there? The Laker game?
Well, that is the Warriors and the Lakers. So what?
No, I ain't mean the Lakers. The Heat. Heat in
and
New York. Yeah, man. Fuck. Dog, I don't know why I'm sleeping on it. No wonder. Damn. I think they might replay it later. Sometime they will replay that shit. So don't tell me shit. I'll watch it later.
Well, that was one of the things I did want to ask you about. Like, what do you think about the West so far? Oh, it's games.
Damn.
What do you think?
We should have canceled this shit. Look, what's funny is Pac G canceled. Yeah. GMS canceled. If them niggas would have just simply said, bro, I'm watching the game tonight. I would be watching the motherfucking game. These niggas like, yeah, man, it's Mother's Day weekend. I was thinking about I was going to grow some flowers today so it'd be ready on Sunday. Like, these niggas hit me with all these excuses. I would have gladly said, fuck the show tonight.
Yeah.
All right, well, look, we here now, so, let's do
sure?
this. You know what, better? You know what? It's almost better that I ain't watching it because I feel like when I watch it, shit don't go the way I want it to go. So we all feel like that. Say that again.
How do you want it to go?
I want the Golden State to win. Wow. Hell yeah, I want Golden State to win. First of all, it's two Milwaukee brothers on that play that get a lot of clock. So I'm always rooting for them. If the Bucks is out, I'll immediately direct my attention to Golden State. That's just how I've been. I used to like Boston a little bit, but I ain't gonna lie, they losing favor with me.
Really?
It's players they got that I fuck with, but they losing favor with me. But Golden State is my go-to team when it's not the Bucks, just for anybody that want to know. Binky, what's your cash out? We should have your shit up.
Oh, BinkiBianca is the same as my username here.
So
Thank you,
same as
bro.
her username, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. You can see that Binky on there. Just put a $ in front of that and bless the sister for helping us out tonight.
I appreciate that. So overall, you go.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Overall, you go for the Bucks, but if it's not them, then it's the Warriors. So
Correct.
what does Lamar mean when he says Boston did their coach wrong? What happened there?
They coach. I can't say that brother name right now. That was dating me alone. Yeah, thank you. I always fuck his name up. So he was a great fucking coach. Mm-hmm. Why in the world would you let this man personal business affect what's going on in the goddamn, franchise? The new coach is a weirdo, in my opinion. I don't know much about him, but he's kind of weird. But they also performed well, and they performing okay.
Yeah.
They got a good team, so almost any fool can lead the Celtics far because they team so good. But he don't play all his right players all the time. They got a good bench. So he just a weird ass nigga. I don't know. 3G is better than the scripted NBA. Hey, no bullshit.
Thank you, Brim, because you got one of the hosts. He ready to dip out.
Yeah, but
on my ass.
Hey, but real talk, Brim Dog sitting there watching the game. He watching 3Gs on his phone. He got you ain't slick. You sitting there watching the game with your phone like this. That's what I'll be doing.
It's still support. It's still a view, and you still hitting the chat. So
you see what Manny said? AP like the Warriors because they have a bunch of light skinned brothers. That's true, but so do fucking Boston. You know what I'm saying? Boston got a whole bunch of light skinned niggas. We can say that about a lot of teams right now.
Yeah, I was watching New York and the Heat the other night with my roommate, and I saw Stan Van Gundy, I think that's his name, giving commentary, and I was like, oh my god, because he used to be the Magic coach back in the day, and he was very good for the Orlando Magic, and Dwight Howard's bitch ass got him up out of there, and then he left the team. He just screwed us all the way up.
We just lost our motherfucking coach, but he got a bad reputation. Because he also be doing some weird ass shit at the weird moments. But that go back to what Brim Dog said about it being scripted. Thanks for the $10, by the way, Brim Dog. But it do seem scripted. Like, you can almost see how the fucking refs call. Matter of fact, you know immediately who gonna win based on how the refs call. Put a 1 in the chat, fellas, if I'm right. Or y'all witness that too. That when the refs is bullshitting, you automatically know who gonna win. And if somehow the other team pull that shit off, it be some game winning ass, last minute ass shit.
So do you feel like LeBron is performing well in this series? I haven't been watching the West at all.
He is, but he's not performing at the level of who LeBron used to, who we looked to LeBron to be. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? He older though, so for his age, I mean, he's exceptional. And he definitely does his job. So I can't say nothing bad about LeBron like that. Yeah. But he ain't Curry. And I argue with any of y'all niggas if y'all think LeBron is better than Curry right now. Yeah. Curry still is a better player in my opinion. So matter of fact, that argument can get started in the chat. But
you're a shooter yourself.
Yeah, I'm a motherfucking assassin. I'm a motherfucking assassin. And that's why Jordan Poole like he is. It's a Milwaukee thing. We'll pull up from any fucking where, nigga. We'll be standing by the car, nigga. We pulling up. We ain't none of that bring the ball in bullshit, nigga. We throwing that motherfucker up. We don't care if it go in or not. But we be hitting that shit. Yeah. So that's another reason why I like Jordan Poole. That nigga play with. He be fucking up, but he play with like complete confidence. And as he get better, it's just gonna get better and better. Lil bro is a beast. And and Looney, that's another Milwaukee cat. That motherfucker one of the best centers in the league. Anybody can argue with me. One of the best centers in the league. So
I don't know much about the players like I used to.
It's all right. I'm speaking to the fellas tonight in the chat that will understand that part. But Binky, we'll let it go. You can we can get into the topics of tonight, and you can throw. Yeah,
that's cool. I mean, that was one of them, so that was just kind of naturally led into it. All right, so hold on.
Let me address this too, so y'all can stop doing this shit. Okay, Jordan Poole never fucked with Ice Spice. The shit was a rumor, okay? The shit didn't happen.
What are you, his PR?
Listen, I looked into it too. I wanted to check the nigga if I see him. No, but real talk, he did not. That was some bullshit. According to both sides. Both sides are saying it's bullshit. So I'm just saying, because I had to school my kids on it. I said, son, let's just say he did do that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? My son said, it's a bad thing, Dad. I said, that's why you my son. And I patted him on the head and he went and played this game.
Another moment brought to you by AP.
Man, that's a dad moment shit.
So what was the actual rumor? They were saying that he
spent $500K. I think that's what they were saying. Hey, help me in the chat because I done forgot now. Wasn't they saying he spent, was it 50 racks or 500 that he supposedly spent on her? It ain't a nigga on planet Earth that can even get his hands on 500 of his own money quick enough to give it to a bitch. So don't you realize that? Yeah. Go and try to get $500,000 from the bank.
Listen, I tried to get $6,000 from the bank and they was running around like,
dude, they got to make phone calls. Yes. They got to make phone calls. They got to say, we got to give it to you in ones. Like, what the fuck?
They were like, and you're sure you want this in cash? I was like,
listen,
yeah,
complete
like what?
Bullshit. You cannot go get $500K. You can't. Even if you do, you got to go through so much shit to make that cash. It's crazy. What did he do? Cash App her $500K? What did he do? Write her a cashier's check, niggas. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like, sometimes the story itself should have helped you know it was bullshit.
Yeah, but the NBA stories, when it comes to the stars and tricking on the women, are always overinflated. Like, even when they try to say Brittany Renner was getting $200,000 a month in child support, I'm like, do y'all understand how? Whatever. It sounded stupid anyway, and it wasn't true. But
you see it. Shout out to Colleen, man. Yeah, same nose tribe. Same nose tribe. But so look, man. Let's just say the nigga gave her 50 bands. Okay, that's a ridiculous amount of money. Okay, he wouldn't have to do that. Why would he have to do that, guys? It doesn't make any sense.
Stop it, P.
Shout out to R. Kelly, man. I need help. Help with the rumors. I have a big heart. Y'all think Jordan Poole got a big heart like R. Kelly? Shit. Right. Ain't nobody giving no bitch no 50K, man. Now, let's say this now. It's real easy to spin and run up 50K on a date. Because if you fly a bitch out, or you do some private jet shit, or you do some $10,000 a night ass shit at some resort,
right? It's
easy to spend 50K. And if you doing it on a bad bitch, and you doing it on a bitch with money like that, that's some Milwaukee pimp shit, nigga. Let me explain to you some player Milwaukee shit. Let's say I'm a millionaire and I'm Jordan Poole, and I go take a bitch like Ice Spice for a 50K, trip, outing, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I fuck because of it. Mm-hmm. My whole purpose of blowing that 50K is to not only seal the deal with fucking her, but it's to fuck her so good and woo her so good that not only am I gonna get my 50K back, I'm gonna get that and some. That's a Milwaukee mindset, goddammit.
Okay.
It's pimps up, hoes down. You feel me? If the bitch can't swim, she bound to drizzle. You get what I'm saying? Okay. That's what we on. So I will hope that the young brother still got some of that in his goddamn blood. Okay? But if not, then he's a trick ass nigga. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I like that. So so let's talk about this.
So if a man gave you 50K, Binky,
you're asking me for
took you out on an extravagant situation. He's one of the best players or young players that's getting talked about on ESPN every week. He's playing on a championship team. He's looked at as somebody who the league should continue to watch out for in the future. And you just a young artist. And he take you out, woo you, and put that NBA style shit in here. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the dude do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he do something crazy to your insides, let's just say. Mm-hmm. And now you get to go home. What regular nigga could you fuck with after that? Who would you want after dude? NBA money way longer than artist money and executive money. Money. Name a musician that's gonna make NBA money. It don't happen. That's a lick for her. Actresses want NBA players for the same reason.
Agreed. But it's a good time for a short time. So it's not like I don't know that I would feel like I couldn't deal with someone lower stature than that, because that's so high and it's so rare, to get in front of. So I think I would just enjoy it for what it is and get all I could out of it.
But what if he's trying to get you, like, put like this, what if he's still giving you fucking with after that? Let's say you her, though. Put yourself in the shoes of a woman who also popping right now, making her own money, and now this is your little friend. Will you not start sending the man gifts of, hey, I miss you, I was thinking about you? I'm trying to get in the mind of a woman.
Listen, I deal with regular dudes now, and I'm like that. So yes, definitely if a dude is like, let me do something nice for you, let me shower you, look, you that bitch right now, I'm gonna do this and that for you. Of course, like, that's a no-brainer. And I don't care who else you fucking. I don't care.
And look,
you my baby,
And think about this. If he spent $50K and you capable of spending $100, wouldn't you probably go above and beyond at times?
Yes. And but a lot of women, we do that and we end up feeling stupid when we do it. But when you do it for the right person, it's all good. And especially when it don't hurt like your pockets, like when you just have it, it's nothing that's gonna like break you or anything like that. It's fun to give to a man that you fucking with. Like that, to me, that's fun. Like it feels good.
Let me give these fellas some game real quick so they know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Women like spending money, nigga. All you gotta do is be around. And they gonna spend some money. They can't help it. They love to spend money. And if they think you got money, you ain't never got to pull no money out. They're like, this nigga rich. I don't want it to look like a gold digger. Let me spend the money. Let me offer to pay. Let me da-da-da-da-da. I'm just telling y'all.
He's not lying. He's telling y'all the truth. And I just say, ladies, just, when you do things like that, though, do it for someone that deserves it. Don't just do it for anybody that gave you some dick or said something nice to you. Like,
whoa.
No.
Don't fuck these girls' heads up.
Listen,
dick is a perfect exchange for cash.
No, but
it's an even exchange.
As long as you get what you want. So as long as it's someone that, yes, the dick, that's enough, that's fine. But make sure this person is respecting you. You don't feel disrespected after you deal with this person. Like, do what you want, but just don't do things that are going to make you feel regretful later on, because it isn't a fair exchange is what I'm saying. Do it for someone that deserves it. Even if it's just dick and conversation, if he's respecting you and that's really all you need from him, trick off. I would agree. He should be appreciative. He should talk and give you love and attention. But he don't got to be around. But when he's around, he got to treat you good. I get that. Exactly. But women want access to good D. So fellas, if you good D out here, that's like having good money. You good money out here in these streets, man. You can bounce back off of anything. You know how many niggas did jail time that was putting it down before they got out and came out to a new car, a place to live, a full wardrobe, and a new phone? Listen.
Nigga, that's good. Man, I'm telling y'all, a lot of niggas be focusing on the wrong shit. Let's say you was a baller ass nigga and you was focused, fuck these hoes, nigga. I'm about my bread, nigga. I'm more worried about my bread. If you go to jail and you came out and you didn't put no dick down out here, You coming home from zero, nigga. You ain't got no help nowhere, nigga. You got to go rob a bank, nigga. But if you putting D in these hoes, you come out of jail, nigga, your ass, nigga.
Listen,
everybody got a package for your ass.
now, let me just put a asterisk next to this. So it's not even only about the good dick, right? Because one of my
By good
favorite,
D, I mean make her feel good.
I know what you mean, but let me just do me.
Go ahead.
So one of my favorite guilty pleasure shows is Love After Lockup. Okay, I love that show, and a lot of there's men that are supporting women that are locked up, as well as women that are supporting men that are locked up. So they show both on the show, but a lot of these women ain't never even slept with the dude, did nothing with the dude, but they got that talk game. You know what I'm saying? And that's important too, because even without being able to get any sex, because a lot of prisons and things like that won't let you get conjugals or anything like that unless you're married. And even when you're married, sometimes you can't get them. So a lot of these people don't even have that experience, and they tricking the fuck off crazy. So it's about the talk game too. If you know how to talk to get what you want, you're gonna get what you want.
But the idea of good dick is so powerful. These bitches are so thirsty for good dick that the idea of some good dick is good enough, dog. You listen,
Yes,
there's women who ain't had sex. They can fuck themselves. Imagine you fucking them to the point that they infatuated with you, like you the one that gave them the pleasure. Can I get an amen, Binky?
Amen. Amen.
Listen, I'm trying to tell
lying,
y'all,
man.
that's
You're
what
not
it
lying.
is, man. That's why your mouthpiece got to be proper, man. See, even pimp shit, people think, and these young niggas really got to thinking that talking shit and all that shit is the way to a bitch heart. Now, mind you, these young girls, I might have to agree with you. These bitches don't know what love is. These little young bitches don't know what you would get shitted on by a young bitch if you say good morning. You supposed to say, bitch, the sun up, and she be like, yeah, nigga, the sun is up. That's how these hoes move now.
They're a little rougher now, yeah.
A little. Listen, man. Listen. I'm so thankful that I'm one of them old niggas that don't like young girls, so I don't got to play myself chasing no little young broads. Mm-hmm. But these young bitches, and if you a young bitch in the chat, I don't mean no disrespect. So what I've experienced or witnessed, I should say, is these young girls now might as well be full-blown niggas. They like pussy more than niggas do, damn near. Mm-hmm. These bitches, about they bread like niggas. They treat niggas how we used to treat them. Mm-hmm. I just don't see what I used to look at a woman to be. I don't see that in women under 30. Mm. And I want to say higher. I'm going to say under 30, though. Real talk.
Really? What do you think got them like this?
They hoish ass mamas. And they ain't shit grandmas. Look, we looking at 3 generations of hoes. The 3rd generation always worse. It's like whoever baby crib 3, like whoever whoever Little Monster, any nigga named Little Monster is way worse than Monster.
Oh my God. What the hell is wrong with you?
And that's the same shit with these hoes, man. So, if a bitch named Little Star.
Stupid. But you know what? You're stupid. It is different nowadays. Nowadays. I mean, I'm older, so a lot older. So my generation was definitely a little more feminine, I suppose. But that the music has changed a lot. Relationship dynamics have changed a lot. So I would guess, like, if I had a child, they would be one of these that you're talking about, that are very hard and masculine, I guess. But I think a lot of that too comes from them seeing their moms having their heart broken and probably chasing behind their daddies all the time, and they probably like, I ain't gonna be stupid like her. I ain't gonna look like her. I think they're trying to avoid that.
No, young bitches fall hard too. What it is they fall hard for the most toxic shit they can find. And I got a feeling that is because the third generation of hoes, they only know fuck shit. They only, and this is real. I'm finna get deep. Fuck it.
Get deep.
A third generation hoe is so mentally fucked up. She feels out of place when she's around a half decent man or a woman. So the only place she can feel a little bit comfortable is around other fuck shit. So she has to be around other fuck shit because she feel like she sticks out like a sore thumb just around regular motherfuckers. Just around women who don't want to fuck everybody. Just around women who don't eat pussy. Just around women who don't want to fuck their bread off or, or want to fight all the time. Like, these bitches feel out of place around regular human beings.
Right.
So they flock together and they big each other up. And that's why you can see so many of them making excuses for each other. That's why you see the number of them growing, because they need each other to thrive, because the rest of society is looking at them like, we don't want none of y'all. But yet there's such a big population of them, they have friends. They have each other. They have the gay community. So ratchet hoes and the gay community exist together. And they both was ostracized by normal people, regular people, good people, honest people, Christians. That they banded together. They banded together to be fuck niggas and fuck bitches together.
So we lost.
It's over. Find your old bitch somewhere and settle down, fellas.
Okay.
And by old, I'm saying 69, probably, if you want a bitch that ain't.
That's too old.
Yeah, that's too old.
But like in the 50s, because 69 is
man,
like
50-year-old hoes done got their body done last year.
Yeah.
Them bitches about to get out here to keep up with the 20-year-old. Hell no, they about to get back out here for round 3. 50-year-old bitches be on round 3 of their whole shit.
Yeah, because now they can't get pregnant, so they really gonna have fun,
Why did we get so far on these women? I feel like I'm beating these hoes up, and they don't deserve none of that shit.
So then reel it back, brother.
All right, so look here, hoes. Do what you want to do. It's perfectly okay.
Is every woman a hoe to you, AP, or are you just into hoes?
Females I relate females to hoes and bitches, but I can deduct bitch and hoe if I have observed you being all woman only. So you start off a bitch, a hoe, and a woman. You can end up being a hoe and a woman. You could be a bitch and a hoe. You could be a woman, bitch, and a hoe. Or you could be a woman. So it just really depends on you.
Time and place. Okay.
Yeah, well, it depends on you.
There's a time to be a hoe. There's definitely a time to be a hoe.
Is it?
Yes.
In the what? With your man?
Yeah. Like that's when you need to be a hoe. In private,
I'll give you that.
Be a hoe. Like, you don't need to be a lady in prim and proper when y'all are in private. You supposed to be your dude's hoe and slut. Just do everything.
I absolutely 100% agree with that.
Everybody.
You should be reserved for your man's enjoyment.
Yes, whatever.
Period. Whatever he want to do. Look at you talking that good shit. Whatever your man want to do, you should be reserved for your man enjoyment. And women wonder why they get looked at the way they get looked at, because you for everybody. And they mean that shit. Because even if you not, bitch, they can't tell and nobody can tell. Why I gotta wear a t-shirt? Trust me, guys, she's not a hoe. That shit ain't gonna fly.
Trust me, guys. Guys,
why would I do that? It doesn't make any. With my way past, why would I go get with a hoe?
Stupid as hell. Okay.
Okay, look. For real though, we off that shit. Let's get on to the show.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we in the show. We flowing, this is wherever it takes us, right? So I wanted to ask your opinion about this viral story that has been going on with thank you, Lamar. Lamar always shows me love, when I'm on here. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
He wanna fuck. Guys, what dude is complimenting a woman if it ain't to fuck? Which camera am I looking at? Guys.
Asmar?
Am I way past? If I say hi to a bitch, I was saying hi to her pussy.
Okay, so there's this viral story going on with this subway incident that happened. So there was a passenger on the train. I guess he was homeless, and he was a Michael Jackson impersonator that used to be on there. New York, they have all that kind of street entertainment out there. So this guy, he apparently was yelling at and harassing other people on the train. His name was, I looked it up, I forgot. His last name is Neely. So anyway, this ex-Marine dude choked him out. I guess he was tired of hearing it or dealing with him, and he ended up choking him until he died.
Well,
at first,
go ahead. No, finish getting it all out.
At first, they did not have any charges against him for this. There was a lot of protest and uproar about it because the people felt like, why would you not get charged? I mean, you choked somebody to death on video. Why would you not get charged? So he did end up. They finally did press charges on him. It's second-degree manslaughter is the charge. He turned himself in. Daniel Perry is his name, and so now we're just waiting to see what happens with that. So, what do you think about the story?
I think. Shout out to LR Realist.
Yes, another great fan of the show.
Shout out to DC The Truth. This nigga talking about AP got a short attention span. I was listening to every word the sister was saying up until a certain point. So listen, this is what I think about it. Mm-hmm. I think Marines, especially Marines that did any like real service anywhere, be it live wires any fucking way. A lot of these police officers that be all off the fucking chain be ex-military. So I think it is something to the military fucking these people up. That's one. Okay. Two, the rise of MMA has made every white boy think that they motherfucking jujitsu goddamn black belts. If you get into a scuffle with a fucking white boy, please don't let that hoe ass nigga get his hands on you. He will wrap your ass up like a goddamn snake and choke the shit out of you. You could have punched him 700 times. If that motherfucker get his goddamn forearm under your throat, nigga, you through. 3, I'm glad they pressed charges on him. I hate that it took so fucking long because it's clear fucking murder. Even subduing somebody, if a fucking chokehold is required or some type of wrestling move is required to hold somebody down who's acting crazy, lawfully somebody who is trained cannot do what somebody who is untrained do. If an untrained person accidentally kills somebody, you can say accident. When somebody who knows what a rear naked choker do kills somebody, it's premeditated. You know exactly what the fuck you was doing. So I hope they bank his ass. Now 4, I wonder how bad this nigga was acting to get to the point that it was to this level. Because a lot of people, especially in New York, this was in New York, right? They live with this type of shit. Yeah. They know if you ride the train, what you got to encounter. I hate to think that this motherfucker just one day didn't want to hear I'm bad again. You know what I'm saying? We done heard, remember the time, shit. It's about 3 Michael songs that we keep gotta
Thriller.
Hear. 7th, Pretty Young Thing. We don't even hear Thriller like that on our motherfucking radio. We hear Remember the Time, Pretty Young Thing. It's about 3 to 4 motherfucking Michael songs. As all this nigga career, this nigga been in the fucking game since the 50s, but they keep playing the same fucking 4 Michael songs. So I could see how this nigga probably just asked him, like, do you know any Chris Brown? You know what I'm saying? Do you know any Usher? And he's like, he probably was standing on that Michael shit too hard, but I'm losing my train of thought. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to think logically, right? for a New Yorker who sits on a motherfucking train every day, who sees all kind of platform artists and singers and dancers and all that shit is normal. That's just like Vegas or something. Mm-hmm. I don't see them just losing it one day and willing to risk going to jail for life over the fact that this dude is just performing. He must have was acting a fucking fool on that goddamn train. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't press charges right away. So now that makes me think that everybody who was sitting there saw the shit was in agreement that this motherfucker needed to get taken down. And we don't want to deal with that because it's a white boy and a black man. We don't want to deal with the fact that everybody on that train probably was glad as fuck that Billy jumped up and grabbed his ass.
Listen,
but it went too far. Hold on, think about this. We in a time right now where white people ain't even finna stand and watch a nigga get choked out. Mm-hmm. They're like, stop it. Get off of him. What are you doing, you asshole? They'll do that to the police. So I really doubt that if they wasn't in agreement, they would have let it happen, possibly, or they wouldn't have took so long to charge them. Now, we all know racism exists, but y'all got to use y'all fucking brain. They not even waiting to arrest police that fuck up now.
Right.
So I don't see
with that.
Yeah, I don't see what the holdup would be. Unless this motherfucker was on the train wilding. God. What if a nigga just in front of you just kicking in front? He just kicking and you like, dude, can you please, dog? I just got off of work. Can you fucking call? And he keep doing that shit. And you like, dog, sit your whole ass down, dog. I'm not in the mood for this shit. He might, what if you even gave him, here go $5, nigga. Sit the fuck down. He just, and he just keep doing it.
See, that was God. God said, stop talking all that shit, AP.
What the fuck? Okay, so anyways, and he just, dog. You got to realize we're all a little edgy. We're all a little on edge in this society, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody a little bit crazy. Some of us more crazy than others. I wish I seen the video.
Yeah, well.
I wish I seen the video because we couldn't show it because Binky don't want to watch it. But it would have helped me to have a better understanding of what the fuck is going on.
I don't like to watch stuff like that.
How many Shamons? Let's do a math problem. Billy is on the train heading north. Fake MJ is Shamoning on the train. How many Shamons before Billy jump up and choke the shit out of fake MJ? What's wrong with y'all? Get your calculators out. We'll see. What's wrong with you? How many Shamons does it take to get choked out on the train when niggas on their way home from work?
You remember when I don't even want to say it on here. When he had that confrontation with that guy.
Who? Oh my God. Thank you. Shout out to N from New York. We watched that nigga choke out a Somalian simply because dude got tired of N fucking with him.
That was hilarious.
N tried to back out of it. He said, "Do I give you my phone, man? Just call. I'm gonna erase it out my phone. Calm down. The Somalian wasn't going for that shit." And N had to rough him up real quick, and in haste, he had a dash out of Central Park or wherever the fuck he was, or Harlem. I forgot where the fuck he was at. So I'm just saying, them New Yorkers be on edge. You know, they gotta deal with a lot of pressure, and y'all gotta realize they all stacked up on top of each other. That is a very crowded place. How many motherfucking people let this shit go down? Gotta be a lot of motherfuckers.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, I feel like I watched the movie.
Joe Blast said 100. Hold on, Binky. Joe Blast said 100 Shamons. Oh. DC around the 47 to 58 range. I feel you on that. I'm a little lower than that because I feel like, think about if I just sat here and said Shamon 47 times, just back to back.
No.
Y'all a bit, how many people would click off this bitch?
It would click off probably after like the sixth one. And be like, all right.
Enough of this shit. All right. The man been dead for 20 years at this fucking point. Anyways, all right. So,
hey, please. What is your irrational feeling about Michael Jackson?
What is my what?
Irrational feelings about him. Do you like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I think Michael Jackson was a great performer. I think he had his best run in the 70s and 80s. And I think the few songs he put out in the 90s was fire, you know, or early 2000s. That last like Butterfly shit, that was Marsha Ambrosia wrote that shit.
Yes,
so
did.
he put out some music that can last in current society. So, and guess what? That's most of his older shit is what I believe I'm gonna still hear or listen to 20 years from now.
Yeah.
The 80s was his motherfucking run. The 80s and 90s was his motherfucking run. Okay? And if he wasn't a weirdo, we would have washed him up like we wash up all the great artists and musicians of all time. If niggas don't die tragically or become complete weirdos in like in the tabloids, y'all throw them away. Argue with me if I'm lying.
Hey, it's a good point. I have to think about that one. Okay, so I just wanted to ask that real quick. Now, you actually did kind of mention Usher briefly. So since you brought him up, let's talk about him for a second. So last weekend, Usher hosted a birthday party for Chris Brown. And, you know, they're friendly with each other. And they've even talked about doing a versus with each other. So that would be interesting if it happens. But anyway, apparently Chris Brown called Tiana Taylor a bitch and some other stuff happened. And he left the party and Usher went on his bus, I guess, to kind of talk to him. And allegedly, and this is all alleged, but allegedly they got into a kerfuffle. They had a little scuffle go on. But what do you think about Usher and Chris Brown, like, fighting each other?
I think it's cap.
Yeah?
I think
Why
it's
you think
motherfucking cap. Usher never struck me as a nigga who would get mad enough to fight.
What about
even
Weezy?
if he's being attacked. That's number one. I don't see Usher wanting to fight. Not at all. Even somebody who they looked at like brothers. You know, they did music together for years. They've been friends for years. They've been like colleagues and shit. I don't see that happening. What I think might have possibly happened was Versus is whack as a bitch. And because it's not the pandemic time no more, no one would even give a fuck to watch any Versus. The only way to possibly drum up some motherfucking attention is the same tactic they use for fighting and other things to draw up controversy. They probably had the best viewership with the Gucci and the Jeezy. You know, so they looking at it like shit. It seemed like when we got people at odds, we do bigger and better numbers. Do y'all two legends want to come together on stage and y'all shit flop? That's bad for both of y'all brands. So it's in y'all best interest to drum up more attention, so y'all don't look like two legends couldn't even bring up 1 million people to watch. So it's in their interest to drum up some shit.
That's
just my opinion.
Theory. No, that's a good theory though, because I didn't think about that, and I really like Chris Brown a lot. Like I like his music a lot, and him as a person, I don't know him, but you know, I could whatever. He seems short tempered and stuff, but I feel like people be messing with him too. You know,
that's the complete opposite of Usher. Usher strike me as somebody who would walk away from like, man, you all right, dog, I'm a player. Like Usher's such a fucking player. He'd be like, man, dude, on some bullshit, like. All right, whatever then. Fuck it. Go then. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him doing all that, in my opinion. I don't know these niggas, but that's my opinion. And then guess what? We ain't thinking about this shit rationally. These is two dancers.
So what does that mean?
If two wrestlers get into it, they gonna get in a wrestling stance. If two boxers get into it, they gonna get in a boxing stance. If two dancing niggas get into it, these niggas about to have the coldest dance off you have ever seen in your motherfucking life. Cause low key, they always been sizing each other up. Like, nigga, I'll fuck you up. So when they talking about I'll fuck you up, they ain't talking about fights. They talking about, nigga, I'll beat your ass. They talking about in dancing. They talking about that shit. I guarantee you, if anything, the rumor got fucked up. They said, damn, Chris fucked Usher up. And that was a dance off. But because some ear hustling motherfucker who ain't had no business being around that shit went and ran to the tabloids. Oh my God, Chris Brown fucked Usher up. It was a dance battle, guys. Use your brain. Why would I do that?
I'm trying not to laugh louder.
Think about that shit.
Yeah. That's an A. That theory is A1. I mean, without context, who knows?
These niggas can't stop moving anyway. So they probably were just standing in circles, like arguing, just doing little moves like, look, I feel like Tiana bitch ass. I don't know why you invited the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he like, well, look, nigga, I invited the bitch because she a dancer too, and she says she'll fuck you up. He's like, nigga, you can't fuck me up, and you got this bitch. I can't fuck you up.
So they dancing the whole time.
Nigga, they was like, nigga, clear this shit out. Doom, 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 doom. They did their best Michael too. It was about 4 Shimons in, and Chris said, man, fuck this shit like a battle rapper. Stuck Usher in this shit. That nigga did too many Shimons, got fired on. All right, I'm just playing, man. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing shit out here at this point.
I see that. Okay, so
hold on. Let's talk about that though. Who will fuck up who in the dance battle?
Between Usher and CB?
Yes.
See, Usher is so smooth with his dance moves, but Chris.
I gotta give an edge to Chris.
I feel like Chris just is something about when I see him dance. I don't know.
Hey, I ain't on that kind of shit.
I know, saying,
but the nigga probably he know more shit. I feel like Usher, like you said, Usher is a player, you know, so his shit gonna come out smooth shit, you know. But Chris can do multiple styles with no problem. He can do the crump shit. He can do just about anything, really. I don't really think there's a thing he can't do dance-wise. Usher probably hear the music and fuck it up. You know, you'll be like, oh shit, he fucking it up. But then Chris will go, and then you'll be like, damn, Chris fucked Usher up. You see how this shit happened?
Full circle, yep.
Full circle. That's what happened, guys. Chris fucked Usher up.
But when I say there's something about him when I'm watching, it's not. I don't mean that in a sexual way. I'm not sexually attracted to Chris.
Well, that's how the fuck you said it. Everybody in the chat, did she not turn it into something else?
A lot. Listen, people always ascribe sexual things to the way I talk because of the way I maybe look or make faces or how my voice. You turned your voice down. You sounded like Lady Eloise when you just said that shit. Okay, my kiss, darling. No, but when I say just something about when he dances, like some like hint of like magic or something. When I just watch him, it's just wow. When I see him, that's what I mean. So, yeah, I give him the edge too.
Shout out to Chris Breezy for having a hint of magic on these hoes. But but you know what? That's what I think happened, and we can move on from that. I really think it's cap. First of all, I think it's cap. I think it's for drumming up like attention to their battle. And I also think that my secondary theory was more interesting than a fucking fist fight.
I agree. All right, so let's talk about a little follow-up from, look, Chris is mesmerizing. You wanted the next move. Usher, more predictable dancer. Yes, Eliana.
Y'all just
shout out to you.
Thirsty.
Hey, we like to see some good dancing. Like, listen, Chris and Sierra said they're about to do some more music together, and I cannot wait. I can't wait to watch them the dance videos and shit. Again.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris Brown. I took longer to get on that movement than other people, but when you jamming that shit or you with a broad and Chris come on, nigga, that shit gonna get the shit cracking. I don't give a fuck what you doing. If you driving or if you like privately, Usher is a little too love ballady for the energy that you want. You want some Chris Brown energy. You feel
On
me?
some Chris Brown under the influence. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so
about to
yeah.
fuck this pussy up energy. All right, go ahead.
All right, so a
See,
follow up
Lady
on
Eloise.
I am who I am. So follow up on one of the stories y'all did. So a few weeks back, you guys had talked about Praz Michel from the Fugees and him getting convicted. So just a little reminder, he was convicted on several charges. Let me see what the charges were. All right, he was found guilty on all counts of conspiracy, concealment of material facts, making false entries in records, witness tampering, and serving as an unregistered agent of a foreign power. So basically, he was with this Asian dude. I can't remember if it was China or whatever country it was from. And he was kind of like showing him around and getting him next to powerful people, basically. And I guess the circles he was getting him into, he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He was found guilty. So now Prize is planning on suing 50 Cent, Kyrie Irving, and Rolling Stone for defamation because they have made statements that he was an FBI informant, that he was a rat, etc., and he was not. So now he wants to sue them for that. So what do you think about that?
He gonna have a hard time beating that, even if like in court, to prove that he wasn't cooperating with some form of government agency. Even if it wasn't an American agency, nigga, you fucking with an agency. Rats ain't got nothing to do with the FBI, the ATF, the fucking local PD. Nigga, if you telling anybody, if you tell on me to the boss, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You a snitch, yeah. Motherfucker. So if you telling on a person to someone of authority, you're going to be looked at as a fucking snitch no matter what. So, but I also find it interesting because basically what he was doing, he was used as a middleman to get a spy around important people, basically. So the spy utilized his connections to get around the right people. And guess what? Al Sharpton did the same motherfucking thing. And it's
allegedly.
Ain't no fucking allegedly. That shit is documented. Al. Really? Yes, it is. So, but I say allegedly, but it's not. I mean, I don't even got to. That shit is you can Google that shit. There. Hell yeah, it's out there. So, anyways, I'll say this though. And this street shit, how I look at it. You brought this nigga here. So whatever happens, you responsible because you brought this nigga here. So anybody over here that want to, punish him for it, I get it. It is a punishable offense because we good money. So you think you could just pass this nigga? You ain't vet this nigga. You speaking for this nigga. You telling us he good. We trust you, so we gave you the pass with him. Guess what? If he fuck up, you got to kill him or we killing you. That's just how this shit's supposed to be. And in killing, I mean, you responsible, motherfucker. You brought this motherfucker my way. That's just how I go.
Okay. So you don't think his case has a lot of legs to stand on?
He can't defend it. Thing. He can't defend it in no way. Not even the civil shit with 50 and them. Nigga, it's documented that you corroborated with some agencies, right? Ain't that kind of what happened? Mm-hmm. Nigga, rat, motherfucker, rat. You a rat, motherfucker. Right. You can say that shit 1,000 times. Yeah, okay. So, I got you. And then, like I said, now knowing that, thinking about that, him getting charges and shit, it's like, my guy.
Yeah.
Sorry that happened to you, but hey, my guy, you should have just stayed cool. You didn't need to. You ain't need to bring this nigga around.
Yeah.
No new niggas. That's why I don't fuck with kids. No new niggas, man.
Wait, how did we get to the kids?
I don't fuck with new niggas. I don't fuck with nigga. Let a bitch say she pregnant. Nigga, I don't fuck with new niggas. That's how I look at it. So.
Okay. Deal with it. I hear you. All right. Well, sticking with the legal news. So Tory Lanez has been going to court. He's been trying to get a new trial. He has a new lawyer now, and they are arguing that certain things shouldn't have been presented in the original trial, yada, 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 yada. And his motion for a new trial was denied. So he is going to prison. and he is facing a minimum of 9 years. Now, before they denied it, he basically was asking the judge and begging the judge, please don't ruin my life. Okay, that's what he said. So now he is facing a minimum of 9 years in prison for shooting at and hitting, Meg Thee Stallion with a gun. So what do you think?
Hey man, you pulled out a gun. I mean, what I heard from the trial, you actually did wild out. You actually did do too much. This ain't what the gossip say. This what the trial. You did the trial notes, right?
Yes.
And he was wilding, right?
He was wilding.
So look, bro, you got to take this on the chin. That 9 years or whatever, 10 probably ain't gonna be 10. But you gonna sit, nigga. You about to do about 6. You about to do about something. You know what I'm saying? You should have took a plea if they offered that shit to you. Especially if you knew you was in the wrong. I guess you thought you was too rich and too famous. Or you thought your music was that important that people was gonna save your ass. But apparently they make more money off that bitch than they do you, player. So.
And here's the thing. The Meg trial, or the Tory trial, however you want to call it, that trial definitely... What's going on with your light?
I don't know, man.
Am I too bright for you tonight?
No, I don't know what the fuck that's going on. Let me, you know what? That might be my camera loose? I don't even know. I got one of them self-correcting ass cameras like it.
Mine too. Mine bill's getting blurry.
I don't like that shit. I might get another one because that shit. I just want a regular ass fucking camera. Goddamn.
I get you.
Regular police camera. Them motherfuckers work good as a bitch.
Anyway,
I want a dash cam camera in this motherfucker.
Yeah, they are pretty good. But what I'll say is that trial turned into a battle of the sexes for some reason. I don't understand why. I definitely tried to stay, I don't know, in the middle until they went to trial. But a lot of stuff was leaking out here and there in the, on social media between Meg saying stuff, her doing interviews that were horrible. Tory saying things, and so I just really couldn't tell what happened. But once that trial happened, and I wasn't watching bloggers, I wasn't watching YouTubers, I was reading journalistic notes, okay, of the trial and everything that was being said. And once I was reading that, then I realized, like, okay, this is what actually really happened between Tory's own witness, Meg's ex-friend, and the evidence and stuff that they presented. It was and
the clear. Witness that was just a neighborhood that's in the lived in the neighborhood. Everybody saw you wilding.
Yeah, they saw you wilding. So it was unfortunate, and it's not the first time. And I think a lot of people, because there's this weird thing going on between men and women online, but I think a lot of people try to dismiss the fact that he's had several incidents with his temper and with guns as well before this. This is not his first time being in a situation like this. So it's sad. He has a young child. I don't want to see anybody go to prison. I don't want to see a man be away from his child like that. But I also don't think that you should have no consequences for pulling out a gun, shooting crazy.
I feel less compassion for a nigga who pulled a gun out and it wasn't no street shit. It wasn't no men on men shit. Your life wasn't in danger. Like, these type of niggas to me is the lamest niggas in the world. Mm-hmm. Like, all the niggas I know who forced to try to be on the defense all the time or offense all the time. It's a sad life. It's stressful. And you niggas be trying to create that in the fucking suburbs. Y'all was in a gated community when this shit went down. You blew your fucking opportunity to live a great life and change the world. And here you are trying to be like niggas you don't know nothing about. That shit is lame, nigga. Go to jail and learn how to be a gangster. Mm. And I don't think his whole life is over. He rich enough to come home and be okay.
Yeah, look at Bobby Schmurder.
Shit, Biggs from Rockefeller did about 5, right? Mm-hmm. How many niggas we know did 5? T.I. did a few years. Mm-hmm. A lot of niggas did some time, multiple years. You'll be all right, nigga. Just get your little ugly ass in there. Get up under some other little niggas. Y'all start a little gang. You know what I'm saying?
Come out. Be a little ugly ass.
Yeah. You know, be little ugly. You know, a little ugly crazier than big ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
just go do your thing, man. Little square. So you shouldn't have did what you did. Fuck him. Real talk. Gucci did all that time. Good point. And these niggas came out bigger and better than ever, man.
Yes, they did. So he will be okay. Okay, so Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, fuck Miami, by the way, but go ahead.
Anyway, first of all, no, because it's in Florida, so I'm going for
Fuck Miami. You can't touch Butler, oh gay ass. You can't touch that man without getting a foul. Like, I don't like this. Never mind. Just go on. Let's move on.
Okay.
Jimmy
All
Butler.
right.
Square ass.
So-
That sound like a snitch.
What?
Go ahead. Jimmy Butler. Sound like something you would see on your paperwork.
Anyway,
Jimmy Butler.
so you're
They call it. Yeah, that's what they call J Dog. J Dog. He told him. J Dog told him. Go ahead.
You're so silly. Okay, so Jonathan Majors, you've talked about him before on the show. Basically, Jonathan Majors, for those that don't know him by, his name, he is the actor that was in Creed 3, and he's also in the Marvel universe now. He's Kang the Conqueror in Loki series, and they actually have been talking about expanding him out to the movie universe and everything. So he's really been blowing up over the last couple of years. But apparently, Marvel is thinking about, or Disney, which owns Marvel, is possibly getting ready to recast him because of these abuse allegations that are not going away and actually seem to be increasing. So what do you think? What do you think about this fall that he's having after such a rise?
What the fuck, guys? Come on, guys. Bitch. Make sure everything. Okay, look at copacetic. Okay, I got that over there.
Is it plugged in all the way?
I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so listen. Marvel is genius, okay?
Okay.
They got a man who has been blowing up, who has now become public enemy of a lot of people. And now you're going to cast him as a super villain? You want to hate the villain.
Yes.
You want a villain that people want to see get, fucked up.
Yes.
And he gay as a bitch. So now, now think of all the things you can do with him, right? Guys, they could dress him like a straight bitch and he'll let him. So now he get to become a super duper gay villain. Everybody win. We all gonna want to see him die at the end. Not saying that we need certain people to die. I'm just saying super villains gotta be hated. We supposed to hate the motherfucker. So now soccer moms that be getting their ass beat gonna hate him. Black women that wish he dated black, but now he date white, they gonna hate him. Niggas that don't like that how he was trying to son Brandon with all that gay shit.
Michael B. Jordan.
Why I call that nigga Brandon?
I don't know.
He looked like his name Brandon. He looked like a whole ass nigga I went to school with. Anyways, so Michael B. Jordan, these niggas, I'm just saying, everybody wins. And I think, first of all, I think he'll do a good job keeping it real with you, being a villain. I'm just gonna keep it real. Cause
he's already been doing it. I haven't watched.
If you seen Creed 3, this nigga played the best hater. That nigga's sold that shit. Like his heart and mind and soul and eyeballs. Like this nigga was a hater.
Okay.
Like you could see the bitterness and the hatred in that nigga life. Like in that movie. So, but the movie wasn't perfectly written, but his acting though. Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, they're gonna be happy to have a dude they could do whatever with. So
do you subscribe to any of the conspiracy theories? People
what?
Feel like it's a black man. They trying to take the black man down. He's
rising. Listen, y'all gotta stop this shit. He is the exact kind of black man that they don't take down. He did everything they wanted him to do. That is not their enemy. He probably abusive. Why the nigga can't just be ugly as fucking tired of and been beating bitches' ass for years? Why that can't just be true?
Yeah.
But y'all act like people don't have these true. First of all, how many celebrities did we try to ride for? Then when the facts come out, they really was pieces of shit. Or they wrote their own goddamn books and told us how much they wasn't shit.
Right.
Some people ain't shit, man. It's
Unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, not everybody deserve a fucking a uprising. Okay. And what's sad to me the most about some of the racial uprisings we had in the past years, there were some deaths of some people who I feel like not only went damn near unnoticed, you didn't hear much about. These were some good quality kids, good young people, good people in general, fucked up scenarios and situations. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see a whole lot going on. George Floyd brought him the fuck out. You know, a nigga here in Milwaukee, I don't even want to say his name, nigga wasn't on shit. But they tore this motherfucker up behind that nigga. But I'm going to keep it real with you. The streets are safer, motherfucker, without that nigga. I'm gonna say it. He wasn't on shit. But the Milwaukee tore this motherfucker up behind dude. But yet there's people who we should really be riding for that we don't ride for. So I don't have picks. Or I should say it better than that, because I do have picks. I want to ride for people who have been wronged, people who have been wrongfully hurt, accused, whatever. If y'all keep riding for every little fucking thing y'all hear and see, there's no movement that is respected at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not even real at this point. You're just doing shit now. There's no, logic and intelligence behind it. Y'all just the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I get it. No, I hear what you're saying. And actually, I noticed that when I was looking at this story for tonight, like I noticed that a lot of... You want me to keep talking?
Keep going, guys. Go ahead, goddamn.
Okay, so I noticed a lot of the Marvel fans are actually, saying they don't want Disney to move too fast because of the Johnny Depp situation, because when his ex-wife accused him of abuse, they nixed him almost immediately. And, obviously we know what happened with that trial or whatever. It was found that she was the one that was really doing a lot of the abuse in that relationship. So fans are like kind of trying to get them to hold off too, just because, we don't have all the information yet, and they don't want them to ask him quite yet without the information. So I can respect that. That's
again, if he's proven innocent, then goddamn it, he deserves apologies. The women that are accusing him deserve some kind of recourse. Like, that's another thing. They should start giving charges out to these lying motherfuckers. But I also, if he ain't shit, I don't care. Yeah. If he didn't do it, I'm gonna be the same nigga on here talking about, man, I'm glad they found him innocent. Fuck them hoes, and I'll spend just as much time shitting on them. But again, I didn't like the nigga before this because he on that fruity ass shit, and he is one more nigga perpetuating shit that I don't like. And I don't have no problem with gay men doing gay shit. I have a problem when they sell us so-called straight niggas doing gay ass shit. Stop that shit. I don't like that shit. If gay niggas do gay shit, by all means, knock yourself out. Stop presenting men as so-called straight and have them do fugazi ass gay shit every fucking where they go. I don't like that shit. So that's why I ain't fuck with him anyway. So I kind of personally don't give a fuck about the nigga, be honest with you. And then same thing with this question here. How you feel about a Menace to Society remake? For what? Right. For what? For what?
Yeah, what would be the point of that? Any remakes, really, at this point?
They did the House Party remake. Did anybody see it? I sure the fuck didn't.
Did it come out? See, I didn't even know.
Thought it did. So no one gives a fuck. First of all, you 30 years fucking late, nigga. These kids don't give a fuck about LA gangs. They done turned Bloods and Crips into some whole new shit. It is a record label shit. That shit ain't the same. And then if you try to make it, first of all, they fuck around and make it good. It might be a good movie. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't care about that shit no more. I would much rather we really start not accepting things that we know that are that influence the culture a lot. Meaning, some shit we know we can watch and see and be all right. Some shit we know this is gonna have some implications later that is gonna affect the youth. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no none of that epic ass shit that's gonna change the minds of the young people. That's, you know, I want them to get square, you know, more and more square, more and more about their money, more and more about, you know, real estate investments and stocks and being entrepreneurs or working, you know, corporate people, intelligent people. I want that shit. I want more great debate. I want remake great debaters, motherfucker.
But
God
honestly,
damn.
not even remake it. I mean, there's so many stories we probably haven't even heard or seen, you know, that could be told. And there's so many things that
you niggas ain't shit.
God. But I mean, seriously, that is a different story. I mean, it's New Jersey Drive, but it's like,
thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit is New Jersey Drive. Kia Boys ain't shit but New Jersey Drive. The exact same shit. And a lot of them dudes that started in the fucking movie died by the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
In either a car wreck or by the police or by a gunshot. That's the same fucking story. We don't give a fuck. I want to see the stories of the young man who persevered. He said, I'm not going to the club tonight. I got to study. And he crammed for that test. And he was in his room all night. And they kept playing bullshit on the radio. And he threw the radio like, I'm so tired of hearing Lil Baby. He threw the radio. And then he got back into his books. And then he graduated.
That movie is going like triple plastic on opening weekend. Ain't nobody going to see that shit.
You got to give it a good ass name and shit.
No, it's got to have some more to it than that. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. All right, so let's talk about the good brother, Jamie Foxx. So, excuse me. Some weeks back, it was reported that he had a medical emergency and he was hospitalized. The family hasn't said what it is, but rumor has it that he had a stroke. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but that is what is being said. And it seems like every other day, a new report is coming out saying he's doing worse and pray for him, etc. But just today, his oldest daughter, I think he has more than one child, but his oldest daughter came out and said that her father is actually home. He's been recuperating and he's actually doing better. So the rumor that, you know, they're preparing for the worst is actually not true according to his daughter. So what do you think about that?
I hope he all right. That's first and foremost. I hope he all right. I think it might be strategic that they're not putting out information, because if he has projects in the work, and I said this before, if he's on contract to complete projects, they hold these actors responsible if they took money in the front end. So if they don't fulfill their obligation, you know, they can get sued. So I wouldn't doubt if he's not trying to make sure he don't have no financial issues after his health get better behind taking too much money. I don't know. I don't know his personal business. I'm just saying I know this to be a fact. These people don't give a fuck about nobody's life. If they invested a lot of money in you, they want to recoup their shit. So I don't know. I hope he all right. Even if he can't make no more content for us, that nigga is a legend in music, in comedy, in acting. He is a true GOAT out here when it comes to that shit. Because no one can deny his albums wasn't fire, nigga. If you were nigga my age, them fucking Jamie Foxx albums was cold. And on top of that, he been famous my whole fucking life. He got television shows. He got comedy specials that are still funny to this day. You know, great acting. showed talent, and that nigga's a GOAT. So I hope he all right. And even if, like I said, if he can't do nothing else, I hope he live long enough to just see his kids grow and just, be honored. Like Muhammad Ali type shit. I don't care if the nigga shaky for the rest of his fucking life. As long as that nigga alive, you did.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he has quality of life though while he's alive.
Hold on, nigga. I swear to God, Daddy Bar. I hate saying your name. That shit sound gay as a bitch. I'm calling you. I look.
DB?
Ain't no way. Hell, fucking nah. You can't.
What's DB? What's wrong with DB?
DB okay.
Yeah.
DB okay. I'm calling you DB. I'm not calling you no fucking whatever. So, clone. I swear to God, that shit came to my mind, dog.
Really? Why?
Hell yeah, because I'm thinking like, is they taking their goddamn time to get this nigga switched out on us real quick? Because we are dealing with this AI shit like a motherfucker right now. They is really playing games with this AI shit, and it's becoming it's becoming so scary to people that's even involved with it. People are dying. They're quitting their jobs. It's been. I've been seeing shit about this since 2012. What's possible with some of their technology? That shit, they can fake everything. They can fake everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm scared, goddammit. So
one of the fathers of AI, he just quit Google like last week, I believe.
But I would want to hear what he say. And we probably didn't look into that. I want to hear what he say. Because what if he just like, I don't like the asshole they put a head over me. Like, it probably something regular as shit.
It wasn't that. Because I was going to do a 3G's news about it, but I just couldn't. Like, I kept messing up when I was reading, and I got frustrated. So I was like, I'm not doing it. But basically, what he was saying is he quit Google because he didn't want to speak out against AI while still working for the company because they are getting into that territory. He just didn't want that conflict. So that's why he quit. So what he is saying is basically there need to be a lot more checks and balances when it comes to the AI thing because it's getting very dangerous.
You can't check and balance it. I watched a motherfucking news report. I don't know how true it is, where they had these little robots that were AI, but they little bitty small robots. They taught they self how to play soccer. And them little two robots was playing soccer with each other. Because you got to realize, if you create a fucking robot or artificial intelligence that is able to retain and think, and it's programmed to, and it has the physical ligaments, and it has like the expenditures, to do what the fuck they want to do. That motherfucker can shoot a gun. It could kick a ball. It could play baseball. It could shoot a jump shot, because the programming tells it how to create the form, and you gave it the motherfucking tools to do it. Yeah. There is nothing you can't do with an AI.
Yeah, and one of his other concerns too is like they become smarter than us. You can't really check something that's smarter.
Hold on, this is another theory that I watched in probably some movie or some shit, but it was deep. Mm-hmm. If they become smarter than us, and they feel like they're trying to protect the planet, and they feel like human beings are a cancer or a virus to the planet, they will kill off human beings. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that's true. Like, if that does become a mission of theirs for whatever reason, you're right.
So all you niggas with all them goddamn guns, you better invest in some water guns, nigga. Because y'all shit ain't gonna be shit. Nigga, Dust Till Dawn taught y'all niggas something, nigga. Get some water guns. Bless the water and go, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I think I'll feel safer with a water gun than a fucking, a pistol against a robot. But, that's just me. Okay. Let me say this, right? Lamar said I will watch a new Players Club. It's already out. It's called, I don't know if I'm fucking the name up, but Jocelyn's Cabaret. What's that bitch name?
You watched that?
Man, I watched about 12 episodes of that shit the other day.
I'm sure.
I was hooked. So what's the name shit? What's the shit called?
It is called that. Jocelyn's Cabaret. You have Zeus Network? You pay for that?
It was on TV where I was at.
Oh.
And it was replaying. I'm like, this shit right here is crazy. Listen, this is why I like it so much, y'all. Y'all, it ain't ass and titties. I see that shit all day, every day. That shit ain't shit. Even though it's a lot of ass and titties on this show. Trust me, that ain't why I'm talking about this show. I'm a human. What's the word, Binky? Like, I want to examine human thought and human behavior.
You like to, I don't know, observe? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, basically, I'm fascinated.
Analyst?
I'm fascinated with human nature and all of the different aspects of it. This show, it highlights the craziness of a woman that has been truly traumatized, sexualized, modernized, and put in front of a camera. I feel like I'm watching wild animals watching this shit.
Really?
Wild fucking animals. Now, we can say that about the Bad Girls Club and shit like that. That's another level. Bad Girls Club ain't got shit on the craziness of these bitches on the...
Well, she has true hood chicks on her show.
But that's the real strippers. Mm-hmm. These are real hood stripper bitches. That's another reason why I like it. She ain't go scour the fucking world for like the top level strip hoes. Them hoes is working for Usher and, in fucking Vegas right now. These the regular bitches you encounter at, Tommy's, motherfucking Rick's, them type clubs. It'd be a nigga bar that got strippers at night. Them type clubs. Dog, these bitches is crazy, nigga. And listen, that Blueface shit ain't none of that shit. That's all lame, man. This shit, I'm telling you, bro. Go watch that shit. And there's another thing why I like it so much. I knew some strippers that kind of remind me of these bitches, right? They will fight butt-ass naked. They'll live their life butt-ass naked. They ain't even consider... They don't think, look, this shit is so they life. They don't give a fuck. They so toxic. They don't give a fuck. They've been through so much shit. This is just who they are. This is the true underworld that I watched. So I was like, that's what was so fascinating. I was like, damn, what kind of shit did this bitch have to go through to be this goddamn crazy? That's how I was looking at it. Not stripping. Stripping don't make you crazy. Showing pussy don't make you crazy. Because that shit damn near logical, bitch. You can get money off of dancing, bitch. Okay, that's logic. Yes. These bitches is crazy, nigga. I swear to God. So please go watch that shit, dog. Okay, Binky.
How are you pushing this to the black community? No, I didn't watch it because I've seen the clips.
Ain't no black community.
Anyway, I've seen the clips on social media. And I just...
Google community. And you tell me we have a black community.
Shut up. Well,
it's chaos in this motherfucker.
I'm not contributing to that bullshit. I've seen the clips. I'm just tired of that kind of reality TV, personally.
But you didn't see the clips. You saw some clips. You didn't see the clips.
Maybe one day it'll be
a bitch on there wrestling hoes. She done slammed about 4 hoes. Listen.
I saw the clip where the girl said she aborted twins and the girl was like, double homicide. I was like, oh my God.
Light.
These tricks. But I haven't been interested.
Light.
Listen, I haven't been interested in, I'm not into reality TV like that anymore. But maybe I will, besides my love after lockup every now and then. But I might check it out. All right. So, Antonio Brown. Last week, I think it was, they said that this allegedly.
What did he do? Pee in a sink?
So, he bought an indoor football team, right? So allegedly he threatened the former head coach of the team, and also players are leaving due to missed payments with him being the owner now. So are you surprised by that?
If you let Antonio Brown in your bathroom, he gonna pee in your sink. Mm-hmm. Figuratively and literally. Don't fuck with Antonio Brown. He's injured. He does probably have CTE. And that man need some help. He need people not controlling him, not controlling his money, but he needs some help.
But how can you help a person like that? He seems kind of uncontrollable in my view. I don't think he would listen to anyone or take any advice.
I'm sure I'm sure somebody can calm him down. It's like that retarded cousin. Everybody know. It's always somebody that know how to get him, like when he going crazy.
Okay.
Like, go get your brother. He outside again. And that one little sister know how to go get his ass.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Because
so that's kind of what I don't want to go too far.
Antonio. Okay.
But he, I'm sure somebody know how to calm his ass down.
True. All right. So I wanted to get your take on this story. There is a woman in Utah that wrote a book about grief, a children's book about grief. And then a year later, she's been arrested for the murder of her husband that she wrote the book about. So apparently this woman was going to drug dealers asking for that Michael Jackson. Okay. She killed her husband allegedly with a lethal dose of fentanyl. You know what fentanyl is doing to people these days. The way she did it was she brought him a Moscow Mule. I don't know if you've ever had that. It's a pretty good drink, but she brought him a Moscow Mule before bed.
It's kind of like a White Russian or something.
Kind of, yeah. It's like ginger beer and vodka and something. I can't remember what's all in it, but it comes in a copper mug or whatever. And it's got like mint leaf in it. But anyway, she brought him one of those, like a celebratory drink before bed, and then she went and laid down with their son and found him at 3 a.m. So what they are saying also is that she tried to change a life insurance policy that he had. He has a business, and him and his partner had a life insurance policies on each other where they would each be the beneficiary. She tried to change it so she was the sole beneficiary. 2 months before she killed him, allegedly. The insurance company notified them and they changed it back. But then she ended up killing him. So what do you think about this story?
Let's go back to the book, because I feel like someone who has a child with somebody who kills him for insurance doesn't get the insurance money and still stuck with that child definitely knows a lot about grief. So I think she is the perfect person to write that book. Okay? She is riddled with fucking grief. Okay?
What?
That's one.
Okay.
Two, that is another issue where I seen the lady. She looked like a pretty white lady. I would like to see her husband. Because a lot of times, especially men with means and men with money, they get the best looking bitch they could get, who is with you for your money. Which means if they can get your money and disattach themselves from you, they gone. Look at Tyrese baby mama or girlfriend, baby mama.
Yeah.
Tyrese, you an ugly old nigga. I keep telling you old niggas this. I'm 40 years old. I am an ugly old nigga. Y'all don't get it. The bitches our age. If y'all 40, the bitches our age want niggas that's 30. Okay? You old to 30-year-olds. You old to 40-year-olds. You old to 20-year-olds. You old to teen, like 19. 19, how old is teen? Looking at it. You old to every bitch. They don't want your 40-year-old plus ass like that. Even the ones that we still got somebody in our life, they'll rather fuck a 30-year-old. Trust me, nigga. So, I will want to see this man. Because I want to see how old he is, for one. I would like to see how he look. I would like to try to investigate this situation. Because I feel like, based off what I seen a woman that wanted her freedom, but she wanted his money to go be free with. You in danger when you with bitches like that.
But why would you, 2 months before She tried to change the insurance policy of you and your partner. The company told y'all, and y'all were able to change it. How are you comfortable sleeping in the house with her?
Because
After that,
again, a lot of white men are used to white bitches being this motherfucking vindictive and crazy. And it probably wasn't a red flag to him. It probably was like, she's a fucking bitch, man. She's a fucking bitch, man. But they believe in keeping the family together, too. You know, they have this thing like, man, I wish I could just fucking kill her. He probably was thinking of the same shit. That bitch beat you, motherfucker.
oh my
You know
God.
what I'm saying? That bitch beat you.
I didn't think about that. Okay.
So, like I said, I don't know this. I would like to know more. You know what I'm saying? Look, Nicole gave me $10 for that shit. She trying to tell y'all niggas. She trying to tell y'all niggas I was right. If you 40, you ugly nigga. I don't care if you attractive 40. You a ugly old nigga.
Nicole is a great supporter of the show, and she's here almost every week.
That don't mean
she's just showing you love because she loved the show.
All right, fuck that. Right. Nicole, put a 1 in the chat. If you would prefer a 30-year-old over a 40-year-old. Chandra, put a 1 in the chat. If you would prefer, I don't know your age, so let's say if you would prefer a younger man than a man your age. That's a simple question. Any other women that's watching, put a 1 if you would prefer a man slightly younger than you, or put a 2 if you actually would and prefer to be with somebody your age. We could just end this shit right now. We could just end this shit right now.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the ladies say.
I would ask you, but you've already stated a lot of times you are really with people for who they are and all that good shit. But that don't sit well once a nigga get to a certain age. Y'all can hang in there.
I haven't made it to that age.
Y'all can hang in there until that nigga age out. All of us men will age out with our woman, even if we're the exact same age. We will get to a place where we just an old nigga she live with. And all her fantasies, all her desires will be on young niggas. Okay. For sure.
I can see that.
And some men can say, well, that's us too. But we still would fuck our old bitch. They ain't fucking your old ass. When they done, they done. Shit. When I was 20, I didn't like older men and still don't. My dude is 5 years younger. Thank you for the truth, Nicole. Thank you for the motherfucking truth. I just saw a video on Instagram where this young girl, she was on some podcast and she had her little theory on why older niggas was like disgusting, or she was saying something. She was saying her reason why she think old men be trying to date younger women and always hit on younger women. The real reason is we think we can buy y'all because y'all little hoes. But the other reason is our women our age ain't trying to fuck like that. Now, that ain't all of us. Again, we hold on till we can't no more. So just because I'm still fucking now at 40, that don't mean at 50, my wife going to be acting the same, or at 55 or at 60. At some point, I'm going to age out where she going to be fantasizing. Well, she probably already, every woman you know is fantasizing about niggas much younger than you. Let's just keep it real. When I was in my 20s, I was knocking down all the old bitches. Don't leave me around your mama or your grandma.
I believe that.
Rashonda said 2, so that means she okay with dealing with somebody her age, and I'm glad.
Yeah. I like people my age. Like, I mean, a little younger is cool, but I'm not trying to go younger than probably 5.
All that mean to me is her husband still got it. That's all I heard when I seen that. Her husband still got it, or her man still got it.
Well, I'm single,
or some of the men she deal with still got it.
I would say I wouldn't go too much younger than probably 5 or 6 years younger than myself. But I mean, the youngest I've ever gone is 9 years, but that wasn't nothing serious. That was pure pleasure. But
let me tell you what women do when they get a young man who actually game tight. I ain't never dealt with nobody this young. I ain't think I would. They be falling in love with a nigga who 25 and the bitch be 40, 45. Trust me on this
I
shit.
believe it. Because
you know how many of my lovers died already? And I call them lovers because that's what they used to call themselves. Old bitches call themselves lovers.
that is what it is when you just fucking.
I have a lot of lovers that have passed away from from natural causes.
Dusty pussy loving dick. Anyway,
hold on, no, we not doing that, man. Y'all gotta stop that shit.
What?
Listen,
It don't mean that pussy is not wet. I'm just saying
it don't mean
older.
they not cold. Jennifer Lopez in the 50 Club.
I didn't say that they
fucking
weren't
Selena
fine.
Johnson can get it. Motherfucking Lisa Ray can still get it. Motherfucking Vivica Fox can't get it. But who else can get it? Shit.
Plenty of them.
Halle Berry. God damn, Halle
Berry.
Regina King. How old is Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yeah, her too. She's got to be close to 50 if she's not already.
Nigga, y'all better stop it.
But listen,
y'all better stop it.
Defensive about the wrong shit. I make these jokes about myself.
I'm talking to the chat room too, Binky.
I always say I have dusty eggs. You know, I just make jokes like that. I just say dust when I talk older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're not sexy and beautiful and fine. Like, come on now. I don't hate on.
Man, you can stand them bitches right next. Hold on. Perfect example. Ice Spice Mama just went viral. Now, she's still young. But my point is, I want to see the goddamn grandma. I want to see the motherfucking grandma. Because, again, Jada Pinkett Mama. If y'all in the grocery store and y'all see Jada Pinkett Mama, every nigga in there will be like, oh, fuck the shit out this lady.
Yeah, because she's in
Jada Pinkett older than me. How old is her fucking mama? Shit, y'all better stop playing, man. Angela Bassett, I kiss Angela Bassett passionately with my eyes closed. Anyways, where was we at?
Wow.
Mary J looking thick on Power. She got the old lady neck, but I don't care. Cover that motherfucker. Work that shit.
Mary is fine as hell.
And old
She's
bitches take
beautiful.
dick like young bitches. Old bitches take dick, man. I'm telling you. Not, man, shit.
Reminisce. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So my last story, I guess, that I'll talk to you about because we're getting close to the end is do you remember the 6-year-old that shot his teacher in Virginia?
Oh yeah. Yep, sure do.
So his mother, you know, has came out and said she's willing to take responsibility for him. And she's facing felony child neglect charges, and it's only a misdemeanor for recklessly having a loaded gun where a child could get it. So what do you think about that?
Say that again.
She's taking responsibility for him. So just even that part, what do you think about that? That kind of seems like, duh, of course you're going to take responsibility. He's 6.
I'm not taking responsibility for no 6-year who is a dickhead.
You wouldn't take responsibility for your kid if you left the gun out where they could get it?
Do you think I didn't get a fucking lecture of you don't shoot your teacher already, motherfucker? Don't pee on the floor. I done already gave you the motherfucking rundown, nigga. Don't shoot people, nigga. Like, I'm just saying, 6 is not dumb. I have little children. Well, they're not little anymore, but when I had a bunch of little children, I got videos of them still. They was too fucking smart at 6. Nigga, you a demon, nigga. I'm finna cast the demon out your little ass and you going to jail.
Damien.
I'll be like Ghost on Power. Like, nigga, you gotta take your responsibility, man. We go to jail, man. By the time you get out, I'm gonna be governor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to jail. Hell no. You
wouldn't do that.
I start getting them. Listen, this is what I do, son. Look, you're gonna have to do this time, okay? I'm gonna be there with you every step of the way. When you get out, I'm gonna make sure you good. You're gonna have a nice place to live. We're gonna rebuild your life. You only gonna be what you gonna be? What 16 when you get out? You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect time to get out. Girls is gonna be out here trying to fucking shit, have threesomes and shit. It's a perfect time, son. But you finna go sit down for a minute. You gonna have to. You got to, man. Yeah. I'm not doing shit for no 6-year. Hell no.
Okay.
Listen, okay. Think about it this way, and then we'll end the show. If your kid touch some shit you told them don't touch, ain't that an ass whooping?
Yes.
So not only is you going to jail, I'm whooping your ass.
All right. Okay. I hear you. Okay.
This is why I told you don't do the shit. Right? And the whole time I'm whooping his ass, I'm going to explain why he fucked up.
But shouldn't the parent have the gun locked up, put away, where you can't
listen, that's a good debate to have, because, and my pops took that risk with us too. The only way to truly protect your house is with a loaded, fucking accessible weapon. Or you might as well have a fucking rock in your hand. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And depending on the dangers that could exist in your house, it is better to have a loaded, accessible weapon.
Like where you can get to it. Okay.
That's number one. A lot of parents don't teach their kids gun safety or how to use guns and shit like that. I used to do it with a fake BB gun while my kids was young. I would take them down there, one of them BB guns you had to load, cock, all that, and just get them comfortable with that. Then I would give them an unloaded gun and let them, fuck around with it and see how it works, see how it locks, all that kind of shit. People would say that's crazy, but this is how white people move. And I just want them comfortable. That way, if they encounter a gun at somebody else's house, in the streets, somewhere else, they not the stupid motherfucker that shoot theyself or shoot somebody else on accident. I had a friend of mine buy a gun off the street. Every time you cock it, if you listen to it, you hear the pin go off. You be like, this shit firing. This is what I was like, dog. That shit firing. And he didn't have to pull the trigger. You could shake it a little bit. You can move it a little bit. You will hear the pin pop. I said, that shit is firing.
What does that mean?
Like you can hear.
So like it's just like pulling the trigger?
It's just like pulling the trigger without touching the trigger. Oh, so shit. Then we took it to the park because, we ghetto. We ain't no fucking backyard range, no shit like that. Yeah. Soon as he cocked it, pah! I was like, luckily, I knew that something was wrong with that faulty ass gun. Now, what if he cocked it? No, it went off. It didn't even always go off without the little slight shake to it. So let's say you cocked it and you had to kind of move it a little bit. Then you'll hear the pin. What if he cocked it and put it in his pocket? Bow, you shot yourself. What if you put it in your coat and it's aiming at your guy? Pow, killed your guy. Gun safety and knowing what is very important. It's no different than showing a kid that the fire is hot or the stove is hot. If you have dangerous shit in your house, they all need to know what that is, know how to deal with it. That's how I looked at it. Now, if I done schooled my 6-year-old and you go to school and be Rambo, well, goddamn it, do your time, nigga.
Bye, little guy.
What I say, the little nigga always crazier than the big nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, look. We got to end the show, y'all. I got to go do another show. Thank you, Binky, for doing a great job tonight. We held it down without the brothers. Shout out to Pac G and GMS. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and show them love. Our cash apps are going through the bottom. BinkiBianca's cash app is her name on the screen. $ BinkiBianca if y'all want to show her love for helping us out tonight. I would encourage y'all to do that. We're really thankful for her help to make the channel what it is. So shout out to everybody. Y'all have a good night, and we out of here. Peace.